Hello children, welcome to chemistry class. Welcome to chemistry class. Here our chapter is surface chemistry. In this we are going to discuss mechanism of adsorption. Mechanism of adsorption. Here EBT adsorbent. In this you may see that except upper layer means this, all the other molecules of adsorbent are surrounded by same type of molecules. So net force of attraction of this molecule is 0, this molecule is 0, this molecule is 0. Like this we can show. Okay. So here how it is 0? If like this, that and this and that. I am taking one molecule here. Miss. So if this one, that side, this one, this side, that will be 0. One is upside and next one is downside. Means total means like this here, here, here. We can say charge. If I would like to make molecule here, here, if I make one molecule, so you may see this will be cancelled by that and this will be cancelled by that. It means total attraction of this molecule is 0. It is in balanced position. But if you see upper layer, so in this molecule is surrounded by 3 sides, from this side, that side and this side also. So here we can say if force of attraction of that one is being cancelled by this, but because of this the molecule will attract the other molecule. The molecule will attract the other molecule, and because of unbalanced attraction, these molecules absorb the adsorbate at the surface. So we can say due to unbalanced attraction of force at the surface molecules, they absorb the adsorbate. This is adsorbent, I have already told. It is adsorbent. And whatever is being adsorbed, that will be adsorbate. So here we have seen why this happens. Due to unbalanced attraction force on the upper layers molecules, it absorbs the adsorbate. So here we can discuss. Here adsorption occurs at the surface due to unbalanced environment of the adsorbent molecule at the surface. Means here if we talk here unbalanced environment, here it is balanced because it is surrounded by all the side, so it is balanced. That is also balanced, that is also balanced, this one is balanced, that one is also balanced. So all except upper layer molecules are all the molecules are in balanced position, but upper molecules are not in balance. Due to that they absorb the adsorbate at the surface. Inside the adsorbent, all the molecules are mutually balanced due to force acting on them from all the sides. Means if we talk about this is balanced due to force acting on this molecule from all the sides. Here. So after that, but at the surface particles or molecules are not surrounded by same kinds of particles or molecules, hence they possess the unbalanced attractive forces. These forces are responsible for the adsorption of adsorbate molecule. Means unbalanced attractive force is responsible for the adsorption of adsorbate molecule. This is surface phenomena. So as the surface of the adsorbent increases, the adsorption increases. Here the extent of adsorption increases with increase in the surface area per unit mass of a adsorbent at a given temperature and pressure. Means we can say at given temperature and pressure, as the size of the adsorbent increases, size means surface area of adsorbent increases, so adsorption of adsorbate increase. Before this, we discuss the first lesson of adsorption. So here we will discuss second lesson. There are two lessons into that. Adsorption takes place at a surface. Here first we will see adsorption is exothermic process. So there is a decrease in energy. That is enthalpy in form of heat. That is, it means delta H is negative. I would like to explain here. If exothermic processes, as the molecules will be absorbed at the surface, energy will decrease. So means if I write like this, here, if one molecule absorb energy at that stage, and when many molecules absorb energy at that stage, otherwise we can take energy. So the delta G we get, delta H final minus initial. So here final is lesser and the cell is higher. So delta H will be negative for this. Means adsorption is exothermic process. So there is decrease in energy, that is enthalpy. It means enthalpy delta H is negative. When molecules adsorb at the surface, molecules entropy decreases. It means entropy is negative. Here, what is entropy? Here, for entropy, you have studied in class 11 equilibrium, one chapter is there. But I would like to tell you little. Here, just entropy means disturbance. Like this, if I put here, gaseous container, entropy of gas in this system is more. In place of solid. Why? In this, molecules are free to move, but in that, molecules are not free to move. So entropy of solid is lesser than gases. This entropy of solid is lesser than gases. So here, as molecule will be absorbed at the surface, here, as the molecule will be absorbed at the surface, here, like this. So entropy of that will decrease. So I took here negative. Here, when molecules adsorb at the surface, molecules entropy decreases, it means entropy is negative. Delta S is negative. From above lines we say that during adsorption entropy and enthalpy decreases. For a spontaneous process, delta G must be negative. Delta G must be negative. You have studied this one in also in equilibrium chapter. Delta G must be negative at a given temperature and pressure. So I had written one equation. This is Gibbs energy equation. Gibbs energy equation. From Gibbs energy equation, we can see from Gibbs energy equation, delta H equal delta H minus T delta S. Delta H equal delta H minus T delta S. So when delta G will be negative, when this value is highly negative and this value is positive, T delta S is positive, because here T is constant at constant temperature. So if this is positive, this portion will be positive. This portion will be positive. And if this one is highly negative, this one is highly negative, then value of this one will be negative. So for spontaneous process, delta G must be negative. For spontaneous process, delta G must be negative. So here we can see that if this value is highly negative than this, then delta G will be negative. Means if delta S is highly negative and delta H is highly negative, then delta G will be negative. How it will be? If I would like to show you like this, I am going to calculate just imaginary value I am putting here. Here, if I wrote, means it is constant at a given temperature is given, so we can ignore this. So what will be? Delta G equal delta H minus delta S. Because it is constant, so I have left it here. If this value is minus 30 it is, and this value is minus 40, then equal minus 40 plus 30 equal minus 10. Here, you may see this. Means if this value is positive, that I said this value is positive and this one is negative, but together if we say in term of delta S, if delta S value is negative and delta S value is highly negative, then delta G will be negative. Delta G can be negative when delta H is highly negative and delta, you see this portion, I am talking about this portion, minus T delta S is positive, then this will be negative. If we are talking about this only, so here we will take as a negative, but we have talked about this T delta S is positive. T delta S is positive and delta S is highly negative, then delta G will be negative and the adsorption will be spontaneous. If delta H is equal to T delta S, T delta S means delta S equal to T delta S, means you might be knowing when here molecules are being absorbed. So if in starting release of enthalpy is higher, as time passes it becomes lesser and lesser. In starting delta H is higher, as time passes it becomes lesser and lesser, and sometime delta H becomes equal to delta S. At that stage, if delta H equal to T delta S, it is constant, so we can take delta G equal delta H minus T delta S. So instead of this we can write this I wrote delta C equal delta H minus delta H and delta C equal 0. Means if at this stage equilibrium attained, means if delta H is equal to T delta S, at that time there will be equilibrium, and you know that what mean of equilibrium. So absorption and desorption rate will be same as. So I had explained it. Adsorption, reason of adsorption I explained. There are two reasons for adsorption. First, unbalanced charge of surface molecule, because of that they adsorb. And second reason is, here we know that adsorption is exothermic process, so there is a decrease in energy. Means enthalpy, it means delta S is negative. When molecules adsorb at surface, molecules entropy decreases, it means entropy is negative. From these two sentences, from these two lines, we can say that during adsorption entropy and enthalpy decreases. For a spontaneous process, adsorption is, if absorption is at spontaneous, for a spontaneous process, delta C must be negative at a given temperature and pressure. So I wrote delta C equal delta H minus T delta S. Here that is enthalpy and that is entropy. And here for being delta C as negative, this will be highly negative, and this portion should be positive. This portion should be positive and this portion should be highly negative. Means if we talk about these two terms, delta H and delta S, so if delta H is highly negative than delta S, then there will be a spontaneous process. In that case, delta G will be negative. You may note it. If you want, you can note it. And if delta H equal T delta S, I told you, as molecules are being absorbed, so enthalpy decreases, and after some time delta H becomes equal to delta S or T delta S. I wrote equation from there, delta G equal delta H minus T delta S, delta C equal delta H minus delta H. Why? Both are equal, so instead of that I wrote this, and delta C is 0. At this stage equilibrium are attained, means delta G is there, so adsorption will be at equilibrium, means adsorption and desorption rate will be same.